There are a few updates concerning the events involved with the death of Kelly Thomas. As we all know, Kelly Thomas was a homeless schizophrenic man who was beaten to death last July by members of the Fullerton Police Department. Well, after a review of all the evidence, videotapes, over 100 witnesses, cell phone footage, police officer statements, two officers have had charges brought against them in the death of Kelly Thomas. Two officers, Officer Manuel Ramos on the left and Corporal J.C. Sinelli on the right. Officer Manuel Ramos, pictured here on the left, he is being charged with second-degree murder. Corporal J.C. Sinelli, pictured on the right, will be charged with involuntary manslaughter. It's interesting about this case because the police officers of Fullerton, California, I'm pretty sure everywhere else too, but in this case, police officers are required to carry a microphone in the shape of a pen on their shirt pockets of their uniform to record all dialogue, especially when being involved, with the stop or suspect or other people or whatnot. They're required to wear a microphone in the shape of a pen on their shirts. So not only do they have the video footage and witness testimony, they also can hear what was being said between Officer Ramos, pictured here on the left, and Kelly Thomas, the deceased homeless man who was beaten to death. And Officer Ramos, pictured on the left, can be heard saying explicitly as he's putting on rubber gloves. He's putting on rubber gloves and he's standing over Kelly Thomas in a very dominant way, telling Kelly Thomas, basically, if you don't listen to me, you see me putting on these gloves. As he's saying it with a closed fist, he's telling Kelly Thomas, I'm getting ready to fuck you up. You see these hands right here? They're getting ready to fuck you up. He's telling Kelly Thomas this. And right then and there, that's where the events changed. It went from a routine stop of a pedestrian, a routine check of what he was doing in the area, to now Kelly Thomas has to fear for his life. And also, Corporal J.C. Sinelli, pictured here on the right, can be overheard saying, yeah, I ran my taser out on him. My taser ran out on him, so I just started smashing his face to hell. Corporal J.C. Sinelli, pictured here on the right, is admitting that he used all of his taser juice or the electricity in his taser and then started smashing his face. There's also video footage of J.C. Sinelli, pictured here on the right, hitting Kelly Thomas in the head about 4 or 5 different times with the taser. Well, of course, naturally, these police officers, their defense attorneys, are trying to say that the paramedics were the ones who caused Kelly Thomas's death, because apparently Kelly Thomas was breathing and he was alive and he was fine and he didn't die until 5 days later. So obviously his death must have been caused by something that happened at the hospital. Kelly Thomas died, as the coroner puts it, as a result of a crushed larynx. Basically, his throat was crushed, along with broken bones to the face, was the cause of death. I don't know about you, but I don't think paramedics are crushing people's throats when they're trying to save their lives, giving them CPR. I've provided a couple of links in the description box. One is of the top Orange County prosecutor, Tony Rakalkis, when he gave his press conference of the charges he was going to bring against the officers, and another link of the full report as to what the Orange County prosecution office found when they were investigating during the 11-week investigation into the beating death of Kelly Thomas. This has to stop. It's ridiculous. I'll try to keep you guys posted.